There is no secret, or at least I think there's no secret, that I'm not a huge fan of the Your Skin But Better type of fragrances, or these really very transparent fragrances, because I want to be able to smell me too. Like, I want you to smell me and I want to smell me too. But I do have a handful of fragrances that are, kind of transparent and, skin scents, Your Skin But Better. Some of them I do layer with, but some of them I wear on my own and they actually perform for me. So if you are interested in seeing a handful of fragrances that I have that are skin scents that I think might be good options, please keep on watching. If you are new here, beautiful, welcome to the channel. I do hope you consider subscribing. We have lots of fun here and we smell good too. And if you are returning, hey friend, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. It does help for us to grow. We are headed to 10K, and let's get right into this video. Up first is Another 13 by Le Labo. This fragrance is very new to me and the dent is real. I did this in literally like a month and I had to stop myself. When I was wearing this, I was comboing it. I was comboing it with Guerlain's Mon Guerlain. And when I tell you, I was getting compliments everywhere. Mon Guerlain is already a beautiful scent. It doesn't really need any help, but this made it just pop off my skin, project. Like, people were like, oh my God, what are you wearing? I was getting compliments everywhere. And I could smell myself even louder than just wearing the Mon Guerlain by itself. So this fragrance opens with pear, apple, and other citruses. In the mid, there is amberette, moss, jasmine. In the base, there's iso e supra and a couple of other fragrances, or notes, I should say, which are like ambroxans and things like that, that will allow for your fragrance to project and to help other fragrances that you are wearing project as well. So when I first got this, or when I very first smelled this, I was like, I don't smell nothing. I don't smell nothing. I'm not buying this. So, I would come back to it and I would always hear people talk about how beautiful it is. And sometimes it takes you smelling a scent outside of a store, like really taking a sample and, smelling it with fresh, clean skin, with your nose and fresh, clean air, and outside, again, like outside of the department store. And so I got an opportunity to do that. And then I went and purchased this. Me and my boyfriend, we were at the mall and we were like, let's go ahead and pick her up. So we got this. We said we were going to share it, but of course, we're not doing that. It's mine. This is mine. And I love the fact that it shows you where you picked it up, the day, and your name and all of the good things. So that was really nice to be personalized by Le Labo. But again, this fragrance is something that I can smell on myself, and it does smell nice. Like the pear and other citruses, like you get something sweet citrus, but for me, I don't just pick out, oh my God, that's a pear right there. Oh my God, that's bergamot. Like there is just something a little sweet and bright. And then it just wears as a skin scent, if you will. It just smells like something pleasant. But when you add to it whatever your favorite whatever is, it just makes it bloom. It blooms. I'm going to try and wear this with a whole bunch of other things and just kind of see. I might do another 13 experiment to see like what this really does with other fragrances, and kind of test it with gourmands, with other skin scents and citruses, all of the things. So we'll see. And I think this would be really nice to wear with like Miami Nectar, because that fragrance is already very loud. I wouldn't say loud, but she is, pretty, and she projects, and she's yummy and juicy and all of the things. But I wonder if this will make it last a little bit longer and project a little bit louder. So again, this is a beautiful skin scent on its own. If you love skin scents, it will make you smell unique. No one will smell like you, but if you do decide to layer this, I think it will take your fragrance to the next level. So again, this is Another 13 by Le Labo. Up next is Mojave Ghost by Byredo. This is another beautiful, in my opinion, skin scent that actually smells really, really nice on my skin. Now, this one I do not tend to layer. I wear her on her own. And I do a lot of perfume shopping with my boyfriend. We were in the Byredo store. We smelled this on skin and we really liked it, but we didn't pick it up right away. And I went back and I think I pick this up. I can't remember if I bought it online or on a discounter. Well, that would still be online, but if I bought it from a department store or a discounter, but I ended up ordering it online because I found a way to save some money, okay, on this fragrance. Because the Absolu, this is the Absolu. The Absolu versions from Byredo are a little bit more pricey than the regular EDPs, if you will. So this is kind of like their X straight line, if you will, or intense, I should say. But this fragrance opens with Sapodilla, Ambrette, and in the mid there is magnolia, sandalwood, and a violet. In the base there's amber, musk, and cedarwood. So this fragrance is more of a muskier, woodsy type of fragrance than you're gonna find in the Another 13. That's a little bit lighter, a little bit more citrusy. Now the note of Sapodilla, I had to go look it up. I'm like, what is this? What is that? What is this? But it's compared to kind of a pear. So what I read is that it's kind of more of a dense or sugary type of pear, like a pear dipped in brown sugar is what it said. So it's gonna give a fruity nature to it, but it's more dense or syrupy, if you will. So this fragrance wears, I would say, pretty moderately close to the skin. I wouldn't say it's just like a complete and total skin scent, or you get a good moderate scent bubble. I would say we're somewhere in the middle, but it is a very unique, pleasant scent. Again, it has that violet note in here, which I can definitely discern and I absolutely love. But it's something that I feel like definitely gives that clean girl aesthetic. If you're going somewhere and you're going to be around a lot of people and you just want to smell fresh, you want to smell clean, a little bit musky, woodsy, if you will, but not offensive, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful alternative. This is a fragrance that I feel like when I walk past somebody, I want them to, smell a clean person. Like how you get that pass me air from somebody and it's like, ooh, or you get the pass me air and it's like, that's nice, that's pleasant, that's this. Like, this is the scent you want to smell when somebody passes you. You want to smell a clean person, might be a little bit of floral in here, but not a lot going on, and they don't rattle your nerves when they walk past you, okay? I do think this is a beautiful high-end skin scent that will have you smelling phenomenal. It's not too sweet, it's not too woodsy, it's not too floral, it's just perfect right in the middle. So this is Mojave Ghost Absolu by Byredo. Up next is Crème D'Nude by MAC. Now, I don't know if this fragrance is discontinued. You may be able to pick this up on the gray market by a third-party discounter. This is a beautiful skin scent that opens with some neroli. It is somewhat musky and has a little bit of leather in here. I believe the note is suede, but there's caramel, musk, and suede in the mid, and in the base there's vanilla and ambrette. This one is your I'm at home, my house is clean, I'm sitting drinking tea, I'm minding my business. You could wear this year round. It could be springtime or the dead of winter, and this is appropriate. But you minding your business, you're not answering the phone, you might be listening to the oldies from back in the day, jamming, rocking out, doing what you do, or you might just be chilling, watching Golden Girls, whatever. You're minding your business, you're not harming anyone, you're not out in these streets, nothing. You're just chilling. Now, on the flip side to that, this is a pretty scent that you could easily wear to work. This is something, if you work in the medical field, you could wear this and, just have a little something personal for yourself. So you're not just smelling like nothing, and you're not going to offend someone. Like, they may not even smell you, to be quite honest. But if you spray yourself real good, maybe even spray the ends of your hair, if you will, or if you wear a scarf, just spray your scarf just to kind of, get that whiff of the fragrance. But I don't think this is going to be something that would harm the masses or offend anyone. But it's a pretty sweet, musky type of fragrance. The neroli in here is not loud. Like, it's not loud at all. But if you are super sensitive to neroli, just be mindful with this one because it does open with it, but it wears off pretty quickly. Now, I don't mind a neroli note. I don't mind neroli. I have some neroli forward fragrances, but I do know that it can go left because I've smelled neroli before and been like, get it away from me. But in here, it's good. It's good. It's light. This is a very transparent type of fragrance. Nothing in here is like a standout. Like the caramel's not doing too much. The suede's not doing too much. The ambrette, the vanilla, nothing is like competing with the other notes to be like, this particular note is the dominant note in the fragrance. They're all well blended, and it just smells like a very nice, soft, somewhat sweet, transparent skin scent that is an easy reach and you can wear in the comfort of your home. If you need to run errands or whatnot, this fragrance won't offend the masses. So again, this is Crème D'Nude by MAC. Up next is Prada Paradoxe Virtual Flower. I know you're like, a girl, is this really a skin scent? It kind of is. Like the fragrance doesn't really have a ton going on to me. Yes, there is some similarities to the original, but this fragrance wears pretty musky and somewhat fresh and powdery. And that's kind of the vibe that I get when I think about skin scents. Like, is it a little bit musky, a little bit fresh? It's not doing too much. You know, nothing's really standing out as a prominent note. It doesn't lean gourmand or anything like that. So this definitely is a white floral with some citruses. But again, there's musk in the base and ambrette in the base. So it dries down to a musky, ambery type of scent. So it opens with bergamot. In the mid, there's jasmine and neroli. And in the base, there's again musk and ambrette. So this fragrance smells similar to Prada Paradoxe. You definitely get the jasmine in here. It's a jasmine forward scent. But to me, it's not like Beast Mode. It's not like a fragrance that I feel like you could get a good 6-8 hour wear out of. Like, this is something you need to top up, and I've had to top up as I've worn it. So you get the freshness, you get the florals, but they're not like Beast Mode type of florals. And in the base, it's nothing woodsy or nothing oody or patchouli or anything like that. It kind of just continues to settle down and become musky, powdery, and a little bit ambery. So in my opinion, this is going to be more of a floral skin scent, if you will. It's giving fresh, clean floral scent. And I know that from my wearing experience, as it dries down, it gets a little bit powdery, musky. So I actually really like this fragrance. I know a lot of people don't, because I think they were used to what the Prada Paradoxe gave. The intense was a little bit stronger. And then this one, in my opinion, went a little off the rail. Like, are you really our sister? Are you really our sister? She went a little too light. She went a little too fresh and musky for, I think, the average Prada Paradoxe wearer. So this one did not really perform well. Again, I've worn her a couple of times. I enjoy her, and I think she's a great floral skin scent. If you asking me for my opinion, that's just me. But again, this is a Virtual Flower, a part of the Prada Paradoxe line. Now, this is Glossier You, and if you ask me, this is the one that started it all when it comes to the skin scents. Yes, I know these other fragrances have probably been around longer, but this one has huge popularity. People love her. They love her down. I have never really been able to vibe with her so much. Like, I smell her and I appreciate the fragrance. I do appreciate it, but on me, it just doesn't say, oh, buy me, get me in a full-size bottle. Now, the only reason why I have this trial size is because I got this in a gift bag from Sephora. When I went to Sephora, this came in the gift bag, so I have it, but I've never spent my money on a Glossier fragrance. I also have the samples of the is it the dough and the floral one? So the not the one that just came out, not the lavender purple bottle, but the darker purple and the beige kind of bottle. I have samples of those. And you know, the beige one, I think it is more of a sandalwood type of vibe, something like that. I kind of like that one a little bit, but I've never pulled the trigger on any of them. But this fragrance is definitely very musky, very, very musky. I feel like I smell violet in here, and it's a little bit earthy, if you will. So let me look up the notes. Okay, so on Fragrantica, there's not a ton of notes, but it says iris, pink pepper, ambroxan, and ambrette. I'm not surprised by the ambrette. And I smell florals. I smell lots of florals in here, but they're not loud. They're not loud whatsoever. I do think this is a beautiful skin scent for those that it works on their body chemistry, because this definitely does morph on folks and smells nice, makes people smell beautiful, but it just didn't do it for me. Like if I had to pick out of all of the fragrances that I shared today, which one, if I could only ever have one of these, it's gonna be a hard toss up between the Mojave Ghost and the Another 13, but I probably would just go with Another 13. This fragrance is a great skin scent if it works on your body chemistry, because it is rated very well. It spoke of very highly, it sells very well, it performs. And so this is a good option for you to wear spring, summer, probably year round. If you're someone that doesn't like loud fragrances, you kind of just want like a your skin but better type of situation, or if you do work in an area like the healthcare, or if you work in an office with a lot of people, or you just, you know, your partner is sensitive, but you do want to have something on, the Glossier You may be a good option for you because it does really work with your body chemistry. It's just that my body chemistry and this fragrance, they don't go together all the time. They don't go together none of the time, to be quite honest. So I have her for sniffing purposes, for review purposes, but she hasn't really vibed with me, but she is great. So please don't let me deter you from getting your nose on this one. Again, this is Glossier You. All right, you guys, so that is it for today's video. These are just some skin scents, some your skin but better type of fragrances that I have been enjoying. One I have for testing purposes, and another kind of wild card with the virtual flower. I think is more of a floral skin scent type of fragrance and not necessarily the sister to the other Prada Paradoxe. But let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite skin scent? I would love to know. And as always, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are on our way to 10K. And make sure you are being kind to yourself. Make sure you're being kind to others. And peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.